coach, the Carolina Rains have arrived here inside Bank of America Stadium in.
Hey, bro, come on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
We got 4. We got 4.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Luck completes it to Corey Grant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Charlie!
54. Mike, 54. Tackle.
Right there, 54, right there.
Play action, it's Luck. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mike, 55. They can't hang with us.
Let's go!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit.
Ouch.
This time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Right there. I got one.
2nd and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Set, ready? AT Gator.
58. Come on. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Recon, 132 fighter. They go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Why?
And he's into the clear. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Troy Apke. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
No, let's go, Mexico.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Ball. 54.
Guys, stay in situation. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
54, right there. 54.
Out of the gun, blocked. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
51 Hey, Alpha.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete to Grant. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Try and push the pile.
We're right there by the afternoon.
He was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal.
Trapping. But when it's an association, I'm not associated. Y'all on my, I don't know why.
Coach is insane, doesn't it?
I'm inside on my, I'm a
just
wild.
doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, I got booty clubs on, I like to party. I'm the booty.
They'll run it with Bell. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
2nd and 6. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Hey,
First down run for Bill, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther.
Is he hurt?
Some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Of course he's hurt, man.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down now, it's Grant. He'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
You want some titty?
He's asleep, but I think Titty will just throw him over the edge. That's it.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
He's asleep. Titty will throw him over the edge.
You're a little wet too.
Yeah.
Let me in the back.
Thomas, come on. Come on, Pops.
Oh my goodness, Coco.
Stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, wahoo! 51, whoa.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
My God, what the fuck y'all doing? I'm in fucking cover 3.
John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! Get it.
2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
All I did was wait. That was fucking it.
Between here because they did incompletions on first and second down.
God,
now you gotta worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And Woods has it complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time.
Oh, man.
Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd and 2, Luck. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Luck. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Robert Foster. As the first half is winding down, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
25, check 25. 80 weapons. Hey, Sue, hurry up now.
On play action, they'll throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
His hole getting pitched on twice.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Gostkowski's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken very short.
Call me what you want. I'm about to ask you
So we
about the
have
cat.
reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit,
Give me that
get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Spark that up, man. Oh my god, hit me in the fucking helmet.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they begin this drive in
fucking running back.
Field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game.
We ain't going steady. We just be fucking around. But damn bad, we fucking around. Girl, I ain't gonna lie. Girl, I ain't your guy.
got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. It'll be a loss of a full 3.
Can I run past anybody, bro?
3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit.
I got the slowest fucking defense, man. I swear I can't catch up to no fucking body, boy. I'm getting hawked down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Ballage. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
Dumbass ever fucking drafted this team.
And it'll be 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Bravo!
Mike 51, Mike 51. Marcus, defense, Marcus. 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
On 1st down, Lund. He'll let it go deep for Bill.
Oh, we gotta try to fucking audible, but they let me fucking
Charger touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
58 to Mike. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Down the line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run it with Balaj. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's going to lock one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's a jet sweep. They get it to Foster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Luck. And he's going to go down again. Solomon Thomas picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, I tell that shit to Columbine, like something like that. Come in 10 times 3.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
The boy has 6, 7 plays total.
Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Grant.
You know what I put the whole in?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Throwing now, Luck. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
No, fuck.
Inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Grant. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Andrew Luck keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Milage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check
where the errors are.